Dr. Chris, it's on you.
All right, I'm ready. What are we talking about?
Any and everything. So that, we're right now, let me tell you guys, we're on Drip the Mic Network.
Yes.
This is 2020 Vision, baby. Call in 378. No, I'm sorry, 646-378-0355. Press 1 to be heard. Press 1 to raise your hand if you have any questions. If you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube or Periscope, feel free to start chatting with us. We're going to get to as many of you as we can. We got Dr. Chris with us today. We have a wonderful show for you today. We got Devoneer Rhymes in the studio. He's going to share. He's going to drop those jewels for us. He's going to perform for us. Oh, it's about to be lit. Like, I'm not coming when y'all depressed. I'm not coming to depress y'all. I'm going to come give y'all some love, life, and light. So let's start out with Dr. Chris, and let's take some questions. I may have one. I haven't asked you. How do you feel about the COVID-19 and whatever this unknown strand is?
Let me just say, because, I know that I'm always like joking and laughing and everything. And like, I want to say that, yes, I understand it's a real problem. Mm-hmm. Okay. I understand that. But I have questions of my own because for the life of me, I really don't know why everybody's buying toilet paper. That's really confusing me right now. Like, I mean, I get it. It's a necessity. Yeah. But, excuse my language, if you're not eating, you're not shitting. So I don't know why we're buying so much toilet paper. Why is that like the commodity?
Why is that the commodity?
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
I don't know. So that's not a symptom? Like diarrhea is not a symptom?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's why I'm like, what are we doing?
I don't know. My husband and I was talking about that before. When you coming from, other countries, everybody else got bidets. Like, the the water just, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's a shower in the room, too.
Absolutely. And it's clothes and everything else. I mean, if you're really running out of toilet paper.
Right.
And I just,
washcloths back in the day.
I don't get it. And I just had a baby, so I went to go get her some Pampers, and like the Pampers are gone. I'm like, what are y'all gonna do with the Pampers?
Was it excessive shit? Maybe I don't
know. It's crazy, but at the same time, like I said, I do realize that it is a problem, but I think that right now we're causing a panic more so than actual, information and helping people, because I'm telling you, like I said, I'm getting married in 3 weeks?
3 weeks or less.
Yeah, and I'm getting all kind of crazy stuff from vendors. Oh, I can't bring flowers because I'm in that age bracket. I'm like, well, where are you? Like, are you at risk? You're at risk because you come outside? Or, wait, what do you think you're at risk of? And it's just, it's getting kind of...
Have you ever, because I know you were doing ER as well, have you ever been in a hospital during an emergency crisis such as this? Or even like, remember a couple of strands of flu came through before?
Right. So I was practicing when they had the swine flu.
Okay.
And I actually did get the swine flu.
Oh, you got it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I actually got the swine flu, but I got it during the time where now they had a cure, and they had, not a cure, but medicine that you can take and be well. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when I got it, I thought I was dying.
But like, was it like hysteria in the, in the ER ever? Like, have you ever experienced some kind of like...
Yes, because anytime anybody coughed cold, they didn't care if it was an allergy or anything, they'd come into the emergency room.
Right.
And at the time, same thing. We didn't have things to test for, swine flu. And they're coming to the emergency room, and I'm like, I don't know exactly what you want us to do. Because at this time, all we can do either way is treat the symptoms. Oh, you're coughing? Let me treat the cough.
Okay.
We can't
find
we can't treat the actual condition. So it's a little weird, but I understand that everybody doesn't know medicine. I understand that, any little thing that happens, if somebody's telling you it's this big, they're going to take it for a grain of salt. So I kind of think something else is going on, not just that. So
okay. Is it a doctor thing? Is it a medical thing? I'm sorry that you think, or is it a conspiracy? What are we thinking? Where are we at?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But I think that it's a bigger picture. Something else is happening, because you can't tell me that we have this disease, and I'm not saying people ain't dying, but only a handful of people are dying, and
2%,
we're
right?
losing our mind.
It's a 2% mortality rate.
Like
That's
a little, probably under 2%.
Okay.
More like 1.
Okay.
And people are losing their mind. And me, when they said Ebola, I was like, oh my God. That was a big one for me. But nobody took it as serious as they're taking this.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, well, why?
So tell me, what can people expect? Like even in this, what can they expect if they go to a hospital, if they go to the ER, if they think they, are infected? What can people expect when they get to the hospital? I mean, like, what logically?
Unfortunately, they might be turned away.
Yeah.
Because all the hospitals don't have, testing kits, first of all. And they're going to tell you.
They don't even know what a testing kit is at this point, right?
Yeah. And they're going to tell you, like, we can't even treat you. There's nothing to treat you with.
Okay.
And then now you're basically contaminating everybody else because you're coming to the hospital.
So you think they'll start quarantining people to go to the hospital?
They already have started quarantining people, but now they want you to be quarantined at your house.
Okay. Like we ain't got the facility to hold
y'all. We don't
y'all.
have anything for you. Yeah. Oh, you have a cough, cold. This is what's happening. Okay, we're not saying it's not severe, but they're making them stay at home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Any questions from the chatters? Tina, we got questions. That call-in number is 646-378-0355. Press 1 to be heard, to raise your hand. And we're also online, so if you're tuned in through Facebook or YouTube, we're picking up your chats. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask Dr. Chris. So I'm sorry, what was you saying, honey? I had to see if somebody else wanted to ask a question because I'll ask them all.
And that's all right too. So yeah, when it comes to that, I just feel like we're just kind of causing a panic a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't know. I maybe I don't feel like everybody else. I'm not saying I'm like immune to it, but I'm just not as scared.
Right. I like that. I like the way that sounds. I mean, if a doctor telling me they're not really scared, I like that. I like the way that feels. Yeah. That vibration to that was good for me.
Yeah, I'm not really scared. I'm not like, oh my God, and I don't have the best immune system.
Right.
So it's not.
Oh yeah.
Because I have other elements and conditions, but at the same time, I'm not scared.
Right.
I was kind of like happy yesterday because I was like, ooh, I'm shopping. Oh my God, nobody's in here. I got to my location. I was like, ooh, this is great.
Especially in Cali.
Yeah. I was like, I've never gotten here in 15 minutes.
Right.
I never got here in 20 minutes.
Like reality is like usually it's a 30-minute drive from Woodland Hills to the studio here in Burbank. UBN Studios, shameless plug. But it's usually like 30 minutes. And today we got here in 10 minutes. I said, so it really just takes 10 minutes to get here, huh?
Yeah. And then all this other drama is other stuff. I didn't have to pay toll rolls. I was like, oh my God. Y'all gonna lose money.
And that's that's the only thing about it being a conspiracy theory. Like for me, it's like, okay, somebody screwed the pooch on this one because you guys are clearly losing money. The stock markets are, it's everything, everywhere we look.
Around.
Like the only people that might be getting some money is Walmart, but they can't make as much money as they want to make because
I kind of wish I had
they can't get the shipment. But like once that is out, then you know what I mean? So like no one's happy financially.
Nobody's happy financially. I mean, I was just looking at them. They were saying like Apple was closing and all the little surrounding stores around them are suffering because usually people go to Apple and they're like, you know what? I'll go get us something to drink at this little mom and pop store or whatever. And they're like, now I'm not open and we don't know if we're going to be able to stay open because now the bigger stores are closing down. So it's like.
Yeah. Somebody, that's why I got this black phone instead of my gold phone because Apple closed down on me. We went to go get my phone. Long story. Anyway, we went to go get the phone. Came back the next day and they were closed. They were all standing there just to let us know we're closed. I was like, oh, y'all got paid to tell us it's closed.
But you're still inside the store talking to me without a mask.
Right. By the way.
Yeah. Without a mask, but you're telling me, I'm like, oh.
I have my own special little recipe.
Okay, what we got here?
So this is Dr. Moore's Cellular Botanicals Heal All Tea. So it'll heal everything.
How come you made me no tea?
I don't know. I did bring the bag though, so we can do that on the break. Okay. But it's loose tea, so you have to if you don't have the little steeper things, you have to
let me see this tea.
Boil it and then drain it.
I see a lot of herbs up in here.
Yeah, it's all herbs.
It's just tea?
It's all natural. Well,
It's just tea.
I mean, coming from me, it's just tea.
Just regular tea. Okay.
It's just tea. But anyway,
smell like regular tea.
it's a heal all tea, and women can dish with it if they want. You can bathe in it if you want. But yeah, it's definitely for drinking, and it heals all. It's from Dr. Morris. You can go on godsherbs.com and get that. But this is what I'm rocking with, y'all. Just to let y'all know. This is what I'm rocking with.
I'm like, see, you can drink my bath water now.
I'm also rocking with the lung detox herbal tincture. You put a couple of drops of that in your water or your juice, and it helps those lungs from a natural standpoint. You be hooking me up. I mean, I'm telling you right now. And then my oregano oil, I put a drop under my tongue. It's not only good for a vocalist's throat, but it boosts your immune system.
Okay, I need that.
And it is a blocker. It's a preventative as well. All natural. So those are the things that I'm doing. I'm dropping them in the kids' mouths, and I'm just dropping them in my mouth. Those are just the things I'm doing. I'm not too worried, but it is a good time to ramp up on your health. I mean, let us use this as a moment to check ourselves and make sure we're doing the right thing about ourselves and with one another. I believe it's a time of evolution. I believe it's a time that we should connect and hold each other down. I don't think we should fight. I think we should uplift, and it's going to move on without us either way. So we might as well get on board, and help move this process along, whatever is trying to happen. Yep. We got to move this process along, and I think it's a good time for that. And, let's heal each other, heal ourselves while we at it. That's my opinion on it all.
That's natural.
Yeah. All right. One more time for you guys to call in. One more chance, I should say, for you guys to call in or chime in online. Any questions before I move on? Got a question from the internet. What's that?
Can I say it out loud?
You can sure say it out loud.
Okay, I have two questions. Is the 14-day quarantine from the time you are diagnosed?
Okay, say it again.
Is the 14-day quarantine from the time you are diagnosed?
Is the 14-day quarantine from the time that you are diagnosed?
I would say yes. Okay. Because if you're not having symptoms, what am I gonna quarantine you for? But at the same time, I understand that they have mandated a quarantine regardless if you have symptoms or not. So, but yes, if you're quarantined, it's because you probably have symptoms or you tested positive for the coronavirus.
Okay. Is the mask really helpful? I keep hearing people are buying out the mask for no reason.
Is the mask really helpful? The question is because people are buying masks all over the place profusely for no reason.
That's what they're doing for no reason. The mask is of no benefit.
All right. You heard it from Dr. Chris. It's airborne, right? Is what they say?
Yes, and it's on surfaces. I mean, if I cough on this, if I sneeze on this, it's there. The virus actually lasts, about 2 hours.
Okay.
So
the virus lasts for 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
As far as being able to catch it?
Being able to catch it. Like if I cough on this and somebody comes around this and touches it or does anything, it's still going to be there.
Okay, so for about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys hear that. So the germ, I guess, is contagious. The virus for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have more than one strand.
And okay, they have more than one strand.
Yeah.
Which one are we on? Or is it all of them? What's going on?
Well, there's three. Well, from what I gather, it's 3 different strands, and it's not one that's here nor there, but at the same time, it's 3 different strands, and it affects everybody differently. But for the most part, all the symptoms have been flu-like.
Okay. So. Okay. Can you stop that from closing out on me? All right. You know what? We have a question from this Instagram Live. Okay. It's from the Kraken Taco.
Kraken Taco.
Yeah. He said, I have a question. When are you going to come taste the best tacos in L.A., the Kraken Tacos? You spelled that with the K, by the way, you guys. Kraken Taco. You should have gave us some more information to shout out while you was doing your shameless plug.
Serious? I mean, am I going to get a free taco? I mean, what kind of tacos are we talking?
Dr. Chris asked the question. Is she going to get a free taco if she come taste these Kraken Tacos? Because she lives...
And I need a delivery.
She lives she don't live in the L.A., it's not LA County anymore either where you
No, it's
live.
Riverside County.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I mean, I'm cool with the tacos, but I need to know what kind of tacos we talking, and when am I gonna get my free ones?
He has turkey. What's the Beyond Beef? Beyond the meat?
Beyond the meat. So what is not real meat?
You know what I'm talking about? What is it called? Beyond Burger. He has that, and then he has, I think, chicken.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of fat. I don't like Beyond vegetarian, fake meat. I don't like that. But I could, do the chicken. But that fake meat stuff, I ain't down with that.
You guys, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. So we are going to close out our Ask Dr. Chris segment of spiritual release. We're going to close that out because we have a very, very exciting guest in the house. Man, the show has already been lit, y'all. But we got to say that. Give me a hand clap for how lit the show has already been. But we're going to turn it up higher and higher. Remember, that should be everyone's theme word for 2020. Like 2020 vision, everyone's like 2020 has came through here with a vengeance. Said 2020 has been a mess so far. Well, let that word higher, put that in your conscious, put that in your spirit, put that in your energy, put that in your thoughts, put that in your heart. Higher, just every day. Think higher, at least once a day, and then twice a day, then three times a day, then 4 times a day. Just think higher. Just think higher and see where your conscience take you. Because that's what the calling is. Higher. Okay? So, it's about to go higher up in here. It's about to go higher. Hello, you guys. It's me, Amira, the songstress. And you've been tuned into 2020 Vision. I'd like to thank you guys for chiming in with us. I love all your support. But remember, subscribe and also ring that bell so that you can get notifications when we upload a new video. And remember, stay focused like 2020 Vision.